Yeah, good morning to one and all. So the discussion for today's topic is the Indian Contract Act 1872. I am Dr. S.G. Balaji, Associate Professor, working as an Associate Professor in Miyasi Institute of Management, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. So first we are going to discuss about the introduction of the Indian Contract Act 1872. So the law relating to contract is contained in the Indian Contract Act 1872. So this act is based mainly on the English common law. Most of the laws are formulated based on English common law. This law is also based on the principles of English common law. So this act extends to the whole of India except to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So it came into force, this act is came into force on the first day of September 1872, that is section 1 of Indian Contract Act 1872. So this act deals with two important principles. One is general principles, another one is special contracts. The general principles of law of contract, that is section 1 to section 75 of the Indian Contract Act 1872, deals with the general principles of law of contract, and the special contract section 124 to 238 deals with some special contracts. Say for example, the formation of contract, classification of contract, free consent, capacity of the parties, genuine and free consent, capacity of the parties, discharge of contract, breach of contract, remedies for breach of contract. These are all some of the topics that is included in the general principles of law of contract, that is section 1 to 75. And the second part, special contracts, that is section 124 to 238, deals with indemnity and guarantee, bailment and pledge. These are all the two important areas in case of special contracts. First we are going to the definition of contract. So what is definition of contract? So now to understand the concept of contract, the three important definitions are mentioned here. Let us discuss one by one in detail. The first definition is general definition. The second definition given by section 2H of the Indian Contract Act 1872. The third definition is given by Pollack, the author Pollack. So let's discuss all these three definitions. The first general definition says that a contract is an agreement made between two or more parties which the law will enforce. So if any agreement that can be entered by two or more persons or parties, that agreement is enforceable by law, that can automatically becomes a contract. That is the general definition. And the second definition given by section 2H of the Indian Contract Act says that an agreement enforced by law is a contract. Whatever agreement that can be entered, that agreement is enforced by law, that can automatically becomes a contract. And the third definition given by Pollack, every agreement and promise enforced at law is a contract. So if we can analyze all these three definitions, we can able to find an similarity. By going through all these definitions, we can able to find the two important words that are repeatedly be used in all these three definitions. One is agreement, another one is enforceable by law. So it's very much important to learn or understand what is agreement or what is enforceable by law.